Race action. Starting on the pole, the 77 tonight is Jeremiah Hartline from New Cumberland, Ohio. On the outside, the 44, Mr. Zippy Cat himself, Larry Smith from Canton, Ohio. The number 1 is Magic Shoes, Gary Hoopengarner. The 11 is Mike Martin. The 21 is the youngster Colton Ritchie, and your champion from a season ago. And your winner last week, the number 7, your fastest qualifier, is Gabe Pringle. 8-lap heat race number 1 is green. Larry Smith with a good run on the outside. He'll take over the race lead. Hartline runs Martin way up the racetrack. Larry Smith out front, Jeremiah Hartline in second, Mike Martin and Hoopengarner battle for third. Pringle looking for a lane in the 5th spot. Hoopengarner inching ahead of the 11 of Martin for the 3rd spot. Pringle trying to get underneath the Martin machine as well. Halfway home, 4 in, 4 to go, Larry Smith. Hoopengarner gets loose, something wrong with the 1 off of turn number 2. Either he got loose or he's got a right rear going down as Pringle goes to the outside. White flag for Larry Smith. Off turn number 4, your winner in heat race number 1, Larry Smith. Hartline will finish 2nd, Pringle will finish 3rd, Hoopengarner 4th, Martin in 5th, and Colton Ritchie rounding out the field. And your winner in heat race number 1 of the JD Byrider Street Stocks, from Canton, Ohio, and the ZippyCat.com, Joe's Auto Service, Fast Times Pub, Stewart's Flooring, and Steadfast Motor Car, sponsor number 44. Put your hands together for Larry Smith. Number 2 of the JD Byrider Street Stocks. Starting on the pole, the number 13 is Kenny Feaster from Freeport, Ohio. On the outside, the 75 is Bob Passwater Sr. Inside row number 2, the 66 is Curtis Collins from Louisville, Ohio. And the 22 of Kyle Rector. Row number 3, the 74 is Bob Passwaters Jr. And the number 3 is Tim Lynn. Kenny Feaster bringing the field in at a snail's pace in turn 3. Passwater Sr. to the outside. And green flag is in the air. And Passwaters gets a great start. Collins makes it 3 wide, or almost 3 wide, as he gets to the inside of Feaster. Curtis Collins up to 2nd now. Feaster on the outside trying to battle back. Collins will take over the spot. Passwaters Jr. and Kyle Rector battling for the 4th and 5th spot. Now Passwaters Jr. will take it. He's going to take third away from Feaster as well in turn number 3. Bob Passwater Sr. out front. Feaster way up the racetrack as he drops to the back of the pack. Tim Lynn around him. Here comes Passwaters Jr. to the outside of Curtis Collins for the second spot. Halfway home, 4 and 4 to go. Bob Passwaters Sr., your race leader. Tim Lynn almost took out the pit chute in turn number 2. Driving more like a dump truck than a race car. Rector trying to get to the inside of Passwaters Jr. for the third spot. White flag for Passwaters Sr. Off turn number 4, your winner, Bob Passwater Sr. Curtis Collins finishes second. Kyle Rector, first night out in that number 22, finishes third. 2 from Waynesburg, Ohio, in the Downtown Auto Sanctuary Church of God, Passwaters Racing. Sponsored number 75, yes, he's my buddy, the Steelers fan, Bob Passwater Sr. Varnes from Newcomerstown, Ohio. Mr. Smooth, Rich Schweitzer, was undefeated in features until last week when Bill Abil picked up the win in that 118. Rich Schweitzer in the 84 starts on the outside of row number 1. The 2T is Barney Gerber. The 87 is Michael Fishburne. The 118 back in his ride tonight, Colt Locker, your fastest qualifier. And the 36 is Tim Frederick. Green flag in the air, 8-lap heat race for the mini trucks. Varnes with the advantage on the bottom off of turn number 2. Schweitzer and Gerber right there. Varnes going to lead lap number 1 by about 1.5 feet. Schweitzer coming around the outside. Varnes a little loose off of turn number 2. Schweitzer going to pick up the race lead. Gerber going to go to the outside. Barney Gerber takes over the second spot from Varnes on the outside. Now he slips way up the racetrack. Fishburne holding off Colt Locker for now. Four in, 4 to go. Rich Schweitzer, your race leader. Gerber in second. Good battle for third between Varnes, Fishburne, and Locker. White flag for Rich Schweitzer. Checkered flag for Rich Schweitzer. Barney Gerber finishes second. Colt Walker in third. Michael Varnes finishes fourth. Andrew Fishburne in fifth. And Tim Frederick. From New Philadelphia, Ohio, the Van Meter Auto, Allen's Muffler, Federated Auto Parts, and Alicia Manley, MD, sponsor number 84. Put your hands together for Mr. Smooth, Rich Schweitzer. Philly Pizza Compact Division starting on the pole. The 58 is Zach Koger from Dover, Ohio. Alongside last week's feature winner, he'll start on the pole in the feature tonight. The 38 is Brandon France. The 7 is Travis Riddle. The 27 is last year's champion Britt Van Meter. The 36 is Jeffrey Orr. The 15 is Kyle Finlayson. The 24 of Brent Schreffler, and your fastest qualifier, the 19 of Clayton Oliver. 8-lap heat race number 1 is green. France with the lead in turn number 1. Off turn number 2, he'll clear the 58 of Koger. Van Meter trying to move up a little bit on the outside. Way up the racetrack. Finlayson going to take him 3 wide into turn number 1. Nope, thought better of it. Van Meter closed the door just a little bit. Riddle hanging on to that 3rd spot. Koger in 2nd. Behind Brandon France, your race leader. Riddle now to the outside of the 58 of Koger. Going to open up the bottom for Jeffrey Orr in the 36. Good battle for that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th spots between Koger, Riddle, and Orr. Brent Schreffler and Clayton Oliver trying to work their way up from the back of the pack. Schreffler up into the 5th position. Oliver in 6th, side by side with Van Meter. And Finlayson almost into the wall off of turn number 4. Riddle unable to get around Koger in the 58, keeping the 36 of Orr bottled in on that bottom lane. And Brandon France on a Saturday evening drive in heat race number 1. White flag for Brandon France. The question is, who's going to finish 2nd? Is it going to be Koger, Riddle, or maybe Oliver? Off turn number 4, your winner is Brandon France. Koger's going to finish 2nd. Travis Riddle 3rd. Jeffrey Orr 4th. And Clayton Oliver in 5th. Finish Line Motors victory lane. From Dover, Ohio, in the Skyline Homes, WFO Vinyl, South Philly Pizza, Racers Helping Racers, sponsored number 38. Picked up a feature win last week, his first career feature win. Picks up another checkered flag in heat race number 1. Your winner, Brandon France. Schreffler. The 27H is Billy Hilliker. The number 17 X Machine is Bobby Gaynor. He'll start in the 3rd spot. The 69 is Dan Bucky in that old Gage Jayberg ride. The number 17 is Jeremy Ross. He'll start inside row number 3. The number 20 of Larry Ennis Jr. alongside. Row 4, the 8 of Noah Patterson. The 16 of Mike McDonald. And rounding out the field, the 78 is Eric Feaster. Eight-lap heat race number 2 is green. Billy Hilliker, first time out in a few years in that 27H, hanging tough on the outside. Ryan Schreffler, his first full season back in a couple of years, is your race leader. Sounds like that 78 of Feaster is in first gear still. I think he finally shifted or broke. One or the other as the 78 pulls pit side. Tough break for Feaster, first night out in that 78 machine. So Ryan Schreffler, your race leader, Billy Hilliker second, but he moves way up the racetrack. And there's Bobby Gaynor in the 17X. Dan Bucky with some problems in qualifying, stuck in this second heat race, trying to make his way on the outside around Gaynor. Little surprised at Dan Bucky not moving up a little bit quicker in that 69. As the 99 of Schreffler still leads, Hilliker in second. Bucky now trying to gain the third position from Bobby Gaynor. So Ryan Schreffler on a Saturday evening drive out front. For some reason, our heat race is a little boring so far tonight. Ryan Schreffler, your race leader. Billy Hilliker in second. Gaynor and Bucky still battle for that third spot. Jeremy Ross gets a little nudge from Larry Ennis Jr. And Denver Kart rules. Checkered flag for Ryan Schreffler. Billy Hilliker finishes second. Bobby Gaynor in third. Dan Bucky fourth. Jeremy Ross rounding out the top five. Race number 2 for Magnolia, Ohio in the stock boarding kennel. Sponsor number 99. Put your hands together for Ryan Schreffler. So 2 more heat races to go. And I'm hearing that the Super Cup stock car guy is going to come over for an autograph session at intermission. So it'll be an abbreviated autograph / intermission. And then we will get rolling with our feature action. The number 47 with the number 64 of Trevor Cool. The number 61 is Justin Van Fossen. The 55 is Tyler 9. The 18 is Tim Frederick. The number 910 is Jimmy DeVono. The 88 is Jesse James, and the 0 is Alan Clark. So DeVono is first time out from Columbus, Ohio in that number 910 machine. Kugler on the pole, Cool in second, green flag in the air, 8-lap heat race number 2. Trevor Cool trying to pick up that race lead as Kugler gets a big shot from Van Fossen. Tyler 9 gets sideways after Van Fossen hit him. Little pinballing going on in heat race number 2. At least they're passing and beating each other up a little bit. For Pete's sake, now Van Fossen spins in turn number 2. And he's going to keep it going, and we'll stay green. Trevor Cool, your race leader. Kugler runs second. Tyler 9 in third. In the 18 of Frederick runs fourth. Jesse James in fifth. Alan Clark in the 0. Then the 910 of DeVono. And the 61 of Van Fossen pulls pit side. Halfway home, 4 in, 4 to go. Trevor Cool, your race leader. Here comes Tim Frederick up to second now as he gets by Kugler on the outside. Does Frederick have anything for the 64 of Cool? Jesse James moving up into the 4th spot, trying to get by Tyler 9 in the 55. Here comes Frederick. Here comes Frederick to the outside of Cool. 2 to go at the line, almost a dead heat. Frederick around the outside to take over the race lead. Is he going to try and close the door on Cool? Nope, he's going to stay to the high side. White flag for Tim Frederick. Here comes Kugler trying to battle back for the 2nd spot, unable to get to the bottom of Trevor Cool. Here comes Alan Clark to the outside of Kugler. Checkered flag for Tim Frederick. Cool finishes 2nd, Clark 3rd, Kugler 4th, and James in 5th. Ohio heat race number 3 winner. In the number 18, put your hands together for Tim Frederick. Just a little bit. So starting on the pole in our final compact heat race is the 44 of Andrea Bishop from New Philadelphia, Ohio. The number 41 starting in the 2nd spot is Scott Espenschied from New Philadelphia, Ohio. Corey Herron, 2-time feature winner this year, will start inside row number 2 with the number 169 of Marcus Cox. Tyler Eichel in a new machine. The former 18 and 181 is now the 4E, so little animal Tyler Eichel will start inside row number 3. The 86 is Josh Beal. The 79 is Eric Brokaw. And the 56 is Chris Adkins. Hearing that Adkins didn't have his helmet fastened, so once he gets his helmet fastened, eight-lap heat race number 4 is green. Bishop and Espenschied on the front row. Beal looks to go 3 wide on the outside. Bishop up the racetrack. There goes Corey Herron, 3 wide down the back straightaway. Herron, Bishop, and Espenschied. Now here comes Beal. He'll squeeze by Bishop and Espenschied to take over the 2nd spot. Herron, your race leader. Beal runs 2nd, Espenschied 3rd, Marcus Cox in 4th. Cox to the inside of Espenschied. In turn 3 and 4, Espenschied way up the racetrack. Marcus Cox going to take over the 3rd spot. Corey Herron, your race leader. Here comes Beal to the outside of Herron in turn number 1. Going to open up the bottom for Cox. Off of turn number 2. Cox to the inside of Beal. Herron, your race leader. Marcus Cox up into 2nd. Josh Beal in 3rd. Herron did come off the bottom, and he may have come off too far. Cox to the bottom of Herron. for the race lead. Going to encounter a little lap traffic as Adkins moves to the high side. Heron trying to hold off Marcus Cox in the 169. Marcus Cox on the bottom, Heron on the top, Beal looking on from the third spot. Marcus Cox going to take over the race lead. White flag in the air as the 4E of Eichel pulls to the infield. Beal to the inside of Heron. Heron gets a good run through turn number 3, but doesn't get off of 4. Your winner is going to be Marcus Cox in the 169. Your winner in the number 169 from Tuskegee, Ohio. Put your hands together for Marcus Cox. Mini truck feature on the speedway. Starting on the pole, the 95 is Michael Varnes, alongside the 84 of Mr. Smooth Rich Schweitzer. The 87 is Andrew Fishburne. The 2T is Barney Gerber. The 118 is Colt Locker, your fastest qualifier. The 36 is Tim Frederick. And we're green.
Yes, you can. Where are you calling from?
12-lap mini truck feature is underway. Locker 3 wide into turn number 3. Backed out of it. Barney Gerber sideways, going to get into Fishburne off of turn number 4. That's going to open up the top for Colt Locker. Rich Schweitzer swings around the top, takes over the race lead from Varnes. Here comes Gerber with a good run into turn 3. Gets under the 95 of Varnes to take over the second spot. And a spin up in turn number 2. Evan Fishburne being charged with the caution for getting into the 95 of Varnes. The 84 of Rich Schweitzer, your leader. 2 laps in, 10 to go. Barney Gerber runs second. Varnes in third. Locker fourth. Then the 36 of Frederick and the 87 of Fishburne. Looking for the restart off of turn number 4. And we're green. Locker going to power around the outside up to the second spot as he gets clear of the 84 of Schweitzer. Gerber, your race leader, gets high in turns 3 and 4. Going to lead lap number 3. Here comes Locker. Truck is hooked up compared to what it was in the heat race a little bit earlier. Way up the racetrack. Colt Locker dirt tracking it off of turn number 4. Barney Gerber, your race leader. Schweitzer right there in that third spot. Front 3 right together. Varnes runs 4th. Fishburne in 5th. Rich Schweitzer packs it right back in there on the bottom behind Gerber. He's trying to get back around the 118 of Locker. Good battle up front. in the mini truck feature. 8 laps complete this time. Gerber still your leader now. Locker going to get boxed in a little bit by the 36 of Frederick. Way up the racetrack again is Colt Locker. He's going to give up that second spot. Now Schweitzer back up to second. Schweitzer was undefeated in features before last week. White flag for Barney Gerber. Checkered flag for Barney Gerber. Schweitzer finishes second, Locker in third, Varnes fourth, and Fishburne in fifth. Parts Express, Swiss Auto Mart, Hot Wire Band sponsored number 2T. Waiting on the old man to climb out. Got to make sure he gets the hat on. He doesn't want to blind anybody when he gets out. Here's your winner, Barney Gerber. Come on over here, old man. Congratulations, man. It's been a while since you've been in Victory Lane.
Yes, it has. Probably about 2004.
Man, I'll tell you what. Well, it's nice to see you back. After problems pit side a couple of weeks ago, you had to have a couple guys sub in. You stepped back into the truck last week. Man, this thing's hooked up pretty good.
Thank you. Yeah, we put a lot of work in. I'd like to thank all my crew and everybody who helped me out. I think we're getting close where we wanted to be.
Who you want to thank sponsor-wise on this truck tonight?
I want to thank RV Parts Express and Swiss Auto Mart and Hot Wired Band.
Hot Wired Band. What's up with that?
It's a country band. We go here all the time.
Well, there you go. And they end up stepping up and get on the truck, right?
Yep, this is true.
So are you a groupie?
Yeah, more or less.
All right. Congratulations, buddy. Good to see you back at Victory Lane.
Okay, thank you.
Your winner, Barney Gerber. Number 63 machine of Jim Crabtree Jr. from Muncie, Indiana, making his third Midvale Speedway start. He will be on the pole. Starting on the outside of the front row, the number 99 of John Curley from Hidden Night, North Carolina, making his first career series start and his first start at Midvale Speedway. Starting inside of row number 2 will be the number 21 machine of Stephen Cox from Indianapolis, Indiana, making his second start at Midvale Speedway. He was the pole award winner and the halfway leader one season ago. Starting outside row number 2, the number 80 machine of Brent Nelson, your defending champion here at Midvale Speedway. Nelson from Petersburg, West Virginia, finished runner-up in points 1 year ago in the series, 3 career wins, 23 career top 5s in the Bird Construction Precision Auto Collision Chevrolet. Starting inside row number 3, the number 7 is Larry Berg. Berg was your race winner 2 years ago. He was also your pole award winner and your halfway leader in 2015, Larry Berg, in that number 7. Starting on the outside of row number 3, the number 51 machine of Harvey Harrison from Rennick, West Virginia. Starting inside row number 4, the number 77 is Kevin Cromer from Walnut Port, Pennsylvania. Two-time winner here at Midvale Speedway. Starting on the outside, the number 15 machine of Brian Harrison from Rennick, West Virginia. He was third here at Midvale Speedway in 2011. Finished 8th in points a year ago in the Colfax.org Chevy. Row number 5. Starting on the inside, the number 71 of Trent Gosser from Marklettville, Indiana. His second Midvale Speedway start. Alongside the number 75 machine of Bob Shack from Mooresville, North Carolina. Making his first Midvale start. Of course, he has 19 career ARCA Series wins. Inside row number 6, the number 72 of Jared Brower from Scottdale, Pennsylvania, was the 2013 Motordrome Compact Champion in that number 72. Alongside him in row 6, the number 42 of J.P. Crabtree from Muncie, Indiana. The number 5 machine will start inside row number 7. The number 5 is Brandon Harrison from Rennick, West Virginia. The number 52 is Kyle Cromer from Walnut Port, Pennsylvania. The number 66 machine is Larry Wilcox from Denver, North Carolina. The number 18 is Jeff Zellweger. Zellweger from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. In the final 2 rows, the number 2 of Tim McLaughlin from Muncie, Indiana, making his third Midvale Speedway start. On the outside, the number 35 machine of Bill Ashton from Hopwood, Pennsylvania. In your final row, the number 14, starting on the inside, is Mike Potter, 60 career NASCAR Cup Series starts. And the number 3, rounding out the field, is Jason Shue from Littlestown, Pennsylvania, making his second Midvale Speedway start.